Hello guys, that's me again. This is Rodrigo from Gekko, and I'll be showing to you guys today our high-low indicator, pretty good indicator for the ones who like to trade, anything pretty much, Forex, stocks, options, futures. Very good indicator for identifying trends, chains of trends, entry points, and exit points. Works pretty well in any kind of chart, any kind of time frame, and in different assets instruments. Okay, so you guys are looking at my MetaTrader screen right now, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open a Euro USD chart here real quick. As you can see, this is a 30 minutes chart. I'm sorry, 15 minutes chart, Euro USD. And I'll just go ahead and plot our Gekko HiLo indicator here. So I'm going to click here and drag it to the screen. You guys can see that there's very few parameters here that you can customize, which makes it a very simple indicator. You guys are going to see a lot of indicators out there in the market where you have to, inform different types of parameters, and often you get lost on it, and often, it gets so complex that it starts not making sense of, how you can actually use it. So I'll just go ahead and click OK. I'm not gonna change anything for now. I'll show you better the which means each parameter here, so you can see what you can do with the indicator. And there we go. It's already showing up the high-low indicator here. Right. First of all, this indicator is not mine, right? This is a market indicator. Is a very known indicator. But what I did here, what we from Gekko did here, we customized it, right? We developed a way it is being shown here in a very let's say friendly way to identify entry and exit points and changes on the trend, right? So basically, it's not hard to use that indicator, right? It looks a little bit with the with that SAR parabolic indicator, where you have these you have lines or dots that they're gonna be above the bars if we're in a bear or in a short trend, right? And it'll be showing in a red color here, but by the way, you can customize this color later on if you want to. And it's going to show under the bars when you are in a bullish or a long trend in your chart, right? And here is represented by the color blue. And what the indicator is going to do is it's going to show you the errors every time there's a swing on the trend, right? If you were in a short trend like the one you're seeing here, right? And then you have a swing on the trend, right? It changes the trend. It's gonna show you an arrow in the trend direction, right? So it's showing you an up arrow here, meaning that the market is gonna go up, right? So I'll just take this chart here, this time frame. By the way, it's showing July 10th. 2020, it's a 15 minutes chart. I'm going to show you different instruments here. I'm going to show you different time frames, but I just wanted to start off with this one here. So why don't we start from here, from the first thing we're seeing here, right? So it came from the last day from a short trend, and it starts the market swinging up here, beginning of the market here, and it goes up, right? We all know that Forex, first hours of the day, they might not mean a lot. You see the lower volume here, so typically you would discard the first hours, the first minutes of the first bars of the day, right? And that's one of the reasons why it's not going to show you a strong trend here. So You can even try to enter here the market. Right? You can even try to enter here at some point here when you see the blue arrow, and then you know, get out of the market here when you see the next uh, red arrow. But you see it's gonna swing back to up and down just because the market is still trying to determine the trend is gonna follow, right? So that shows that also shows you something, right? There's no miracle indicators in the market, right? That's the first thing, guys. If you're looking for miracle indicators, it's gonna hit, it's gonna be right 100% of the times. That's just not gonna happen, right? Whoever sells, whoever tries to sell you miracle indicators, you know, don't buy it because it's BS, right? So, and this indicator as well as any other indicator, it will be wrong in many situations, but it would also be right in a lot of good situations. It's gonna identify very good opportunities in the market, and you should always use indicators combined together, right? You look at the volume, you just, you know, use whatever indicators you like to use, tape reading, price action, you know, other trend indicators, moving averages, whatever lines or channels you want to, you know, draw on the chart. But just don't use one single indicator. By the way, we do have a lot of good indicators, and I'm gonna be showing you my space there in the MQL website platform. You can always go there and see the rest of the indicators that we have there, and you can see how strong you can be if you combine them. And you will be seeing video about the other indicators here in my YouTube channel. So stay tuned. All right. So we see those small movements here at the beginning of the day, and then the fun really starts here, right? Around the 2 a.m. time frame here. This is UK time, by the way, right? So here you see the first swing, the strong one, and you can see by the volume, which is slightly higher than the average, and then you see that investors, traders, they're really starting to, you know, move the market from here, from this point on, right? So you see that. You see how strong is the bar just because of the size of it, and then indicator is going to show you the switch on the trend. You get those two combined, and you make an entry at some point here. You know, as soon as the indicator tells you to, or if you wanna wait for the bar change, you can do that as well. But that's gonna bring you to this price position here, right? Because you're gonna wait for the bar to close to enter the market, so you're gonna be entering here. Whereas if you, as soon as the indicator shows, if you go ahead and enter the market, you'll be probably entering the market around here, and you're gonna get this difference here, you know, this gap. It's gonna be working in your favor. So if you enter here, and then you wait for another swing on the trend, which is gonna be around here, you'll be selling here. This is a good profit, guys, depending on how much you're going to be leveraged. This is good profit. What you can do as well is you can ignore this pullback here, just because it looks like a pullback. There's several ways of identifying it, and you can wait, and then you see for the next 2 or 3 or 4 bars, if you see that it continues to go high, continues to go bullish, it is a real and actual bullish trend and change on the trend. So you can always stop and even enter the opposite direction. But if you just wait for two other bars, and you don't stop, you don't exit the market, what you can do is it's gonna go back to a short direction, all the way down here, right? You just ignore this arrow, which you can do because you see it is a very weak pullback. It's a very small pullback, right? And then you have it, and you're short here. You make your profit, right? What you can do as well is when you go to the indicator, this is the standard lag for the moving average. By the way, guys, you can search on the internet. HiLo indicator is built based on moving averages, right? Um, so this is the period for the moving averages that are used inside of the indicator, and it comes standard as a 3. This is a market standard. Everybody uses 3, but you can always, if you want to see a little lag on the chart, but you have more confirmations on trend. For example, this one here, it might disappear. You can always increase this number. And I'm gonna try 5 here. I'm not sure what's gonna happen to the chart, but there you go. You see how this changed here? I had here a change on the trend. It was showing a blue arrow before, and I just changed the indicator parameter here, the moving averages period, number of bars, from 3 to 5. And what it did is, it has a little lag, but it corrected that. It corrected the noise. That was a noise. It was an actual change in the trend. It was a noise, right? And then I erased that. And you can see that also in the first bars of the day, I had a few errors here, up and down, and it corrected that. It removed the noise. You can always do that. You can always look at your chart and the nature of your instrument, the asset that you're trading, and you can decide to do that. You can decide to increase, have a little larger lag, but an indicator, but you gotta remove noise. That's what I did. But it did create though a little noise here, right? But it's a very, again, a very, let's say, shy sort of pullback here. Can always ignore as well. It doesn't even go higher than the last highs, right? And again, guys, look at the red lines here that put as a parameter. You'll be should be a little more. So you'll be selling here, somewhere here, and you'll be buying back here, right? That's gonna be your gain. And again, what you're gonna use to determine your stop, you're gonna use the indicator again, because it's gonna show you a blue arrow, and then you're gonna wait, and you're gonna see a strong bar on the contrary way, and in the opposite direction. What you're gonna do, you're gonna stop your position around here, somewhere here, right? If you wanna wait for the bar to close, it would be closing your position around here. I'll just put a little mark here. You can always do that. You can always wait for the bar to close and close your position here. It reduces a little bit your gain, but it brings you a little more certainty. You're more sure of the right moment to get out of the market, right? This gap here between the two lines is your gain, right? Pretty good gain, isn't it? For any day. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna clear the chart, all the things that we put in here, and we're gonna stick to the same day, same chart here. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at this area right now here, right? So whatever you did before, it doesn't matter. You got it right here. Got a gain. Congratulations. Well, let's say that now you're gonna be looking at this movement here, right? And again, you're gonna be working with this blue arrow as your entry point. So you're gonna buy around here, or you can just wait for the bar to close to be safe. Most pessimist scenario, you'll be buying around here. I'm gonna put a mark here. You'll be buying here, right? And then again, without much effort, it was just for the market. You'll be respecting the indicator. The indicator told you to buy, get in the market. You'd be doing that and just wait. You just wait. You just see the market playing along. You see all those beautiful long bullish bars here, and then you keep going. There's a little pullback here. The indicator doesn't change here. The bullish movement here is so strong that it doesn't even change the indicator. Small pullback, very shy, keeps going up, loses the strength, but it's still going up. still going up, and then it starts losing the strength. And at this point here, where you have a very solid uh, sell bar, and indicator is gonna switch, it's gonna swing to short trend. And at this point, you will know that you have to sell here, right? You'll be selling ideally around here, middle of the bar. You see an indicator. Indicator is going to show you the error. Is going to play a sound. By the way, guys, I'll be showing you later. But you can using the parameters of the indicator, you can set up the indicator to play a sound whenever there's a change on the trend, right? So you don't have to be looking every second to your chart. You can do other stuff. You can read your email. You can do something else, and it'll call your attention when it is time for you to look at the chart back, right? So it'll play a sound. This, if you're not using your expert advisors, your robots, because if you are, you can always use these indicator outputs, and you can embed this indicator into your expert advisor, right? Your little training robot here. All right, so this will be our exit point if you want to be optimistic. If you wanted to wait until the bar closes, we will be exiting here. I wouldn't think this is necessary because this is such a strong bar. You don't have to wait. This is a very clear sign that you have to get out of the market right now. That the indicator is going to tell you that. The size of this bar is also going to tell you that, and you just go ahead and do it, and then you have here your sell position. And there we go. This is your second profit of the day. Not a lot of effort here. Just really looking at an indicator and doing whatever it tells you, combined with a little bit of a price action here. Techniques looking at the size of the bars and the strength of the bars, right? All right, let's continue on the same day. And what you're gonna do here, the same thing, guys. We would ignore here these. We just got out of the market here. We would ignore this. We don't want to go short here. Just stop your position. Wait for a bit. These movements are very. There's a lot of changes a lot. When there's a lot of changes like that, you want to wait a little bit and see what's gonna happen. But then you see it goes back to a bull trend here, to a long trend, and you can also decide to take this one, take this wave change and surf on it, right? So let's see this one for a bit. Let's see if I decide to enter the market here. I'll just go ahead and put a little arrow here. I will be buying somewhere here, close to where it passes. It breaks the last high, and the indicator is gonna be showing you the blue arrow here, and you just wait. You're just gonna be waiting. You have this beautiful bar, and you have the whole long trend here playing along. There's a little correction here. That's a warn. Just keep your eyes open. Market is losing his strength. It tries to go back a little bit here. Tries to go back, to go up back, but then you have this very strong selling bar, and this again combined with the indicator. Indicator will be showing you the change on the trend. It's going to be showing you the red down arrow. It's going to be playing a sound, and you'll be knowing it's time to get out of the market. Around here, somewhere around here. Let's put a little horizontal line here. So there you go. This is your third gain of the day, right? Here we go. So I don't want to go on and on. I want to show you different charts. There's other movements here. You can make some money if you want to go and analyze here. But I want to go back now. I want to close this chart, guys, and I want to show you the same thing on a different chart. I want to get here just because it is easy here on my screen. The USD and JPY currency pair. There we go. Chart window. Now we have it. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna click on the indicator, I'm gonna drag and drop it on the chart, and I'll just click on OK. I'm not gonna change anything, right? Again, guys, I don't even have to say anything here, right? If you just look real quickly at the bars, it's pretty clear all these entries and how much money you can make, right? You have here a very clear selling position, and I have here a clear stopping position, right? So you enter the market around here and get out of the market here. If you want to ignore this noise, you can always try to increase the bars again. I'm gonna go to 7 here. Not sure what's gonna happen, and it did happen. It corrected the noise. See guys, how it disappeared. All that noise that was here, it just disappeared. I'm gonna go back and switch back to 3. It's because I want to show you that again in case you missed it, right? So there we go. I enter the market here, short, and then the indicator is showing me a pullback here, right? Just because I'm using the 3 bars average in the indicator, right? You see here as a parameter. Alright guys, so keep looking at this area here. You see there's this blue arrow, this pullback, this change in the trend. If I want to correct these noises, I can always increase the number of bars used for the moving average calculation, and I just put 7. I'm gonna click on OK. Before I click on OK, keep looking here at this area where you see the blue dots and the blue arrow. And I click OK, and it disappears, right? It corrected the noise. It gave me you know, stronger indications of entry points and of real changes on the real changes on the trend, right? So this is piece of cake. So what I'm gonna be doing is, I was entering the market here, clear sign, it just ignored the first few bars of the day, very clear sign, and then I just wait for the indicator to swing back to a bullish trend, which is gonna happen around here, right? And you can always hear, all right. So you just get out of the market here. This is a huge gap, guys. Huge gap. This is piece of cake trading. You just go ahead and short the market here, and you just wait for indicator to swing back to long trend, and then you stop your position. All right. Again, you can also combine different techniques here, like at some point here you can draw a channel at some point here, right? That'll be also telling you when it's time to get out of the market, right? The indicator is gonna tell you that anyway, but you put a channel here, it'll be confirming you that the change in the trend. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here now, before we go to the kind of a closure moment of the video, I'm gonna switch back. I'm gonna switch to different time frames here, just so you look how the indicator works in different time frames here, right? So I'm gonna take these 2 examples here, and when I change to a time frame, the daily time frame, you see that we're on July 10th right now. It goes all the way back, at least in this chart, goes all the way back to April or end of March here. It's, by the way, before, around when the whole pandemic started. So so very interesting things to watch here as well. The indicator here is gonna tell you to short, right, around here. And by the way, when it shows the red arrow, I would recommend you guys don't wait until the bar closes to get out of the market, because if you do that, and you wait for the indicator to swing back up, and you also wait for the bar to close, uh, you don't get anything. Look at that, right? You enter the market here because you waited for the bar to close, and you exit the market here because you waited for the bar to close when the indicator changed back to up. But if you don't do that, if you enter the market um, as soon as the red arrow shows up, and also when the price breaks a previous price, you know, resistance area, support area, I'm sorry, then you would be entering the market here. And put a little arrow here. You'll be selling here. And then the same way, you wait for the whole pricing thing to move along, and around here, when the indicator changes back and you have a very strong bullish bar here, at this point, more or less, when it starts breaking, you know, or even here when it breaks here, or if you can wait a little bit just to be sure, when it breaks this previous high, previous resistance, you know, you could also you could you know, exit the market, put your stop. Okay, and this gap here would be your gain. We're talking about the daily chart here, guys. You would be waiting a lot of days to get this gain, but it's also a major gain because it's bigger variation than, you know, in intraday charts. I just wanted to show you how the indicator will work as well for daily charts. Let's just take a look now at the next movement here. I'm gonna adjust the horizontal bars. So let's say I'll be entering the market here, right? Just because the indicator showed me a blue arrow, and at this point I know we're breaking previous important prices. So we'll be buying here. Very clear and strong bullish bar, no doubt about it. Just go ahead and buy here, and then you just keep watching the indicator, and you know, just let the prices move along. You can always, by the way, guys, if you want to keep using the you know, this area, this blue dots area as your stop, you can always do that. Let's pretend now that this horizontal bar is a stop. Now, as the prices go up, you can use this as a stop, right? All right, so you just enter the market here. You're just gonna wait for the days to go by, and the price do whatever it has to do. And up here, you will see a very clear and strong change in the trend. You see the blue arrow here, and then it shows you it is time to sell. This will be your gap, right? I don't want to spend too much time, guys. We're out of time here. I don't want to spend a lot of time in this video. I intended to make a short video to show the good things you can do with this indicator, but we could spend hours here talking about the indicator and the different time frames. But let's just real quick take a look here in this next movement. Let's pretend I'm entering the market here, short position because of this error, and now I'm leaving the market here just because of this blue arrow. Another gap here, and this gap would be my gain, right, through these days. Real quick, closing this chart and opening a different Forex currency pair here. By the way, guys, I could be showing you stocks, futures, and any other thing you wanted to see here, and it would show you the same thing, right? The indicator just works. It's a very famous indicator, and what we did here was pretty good. I'm just gonna plot the indicator again. I'm gonna remove that noise by increasing a little bit the averages, and I want to go to a very short time frame, like for scalpers. If you're scalp trading, if you like scalp trading, you're a scalper. You know, just look at this, right? Real quick. I'm not even going to spend time picking on this one, right? Just look at it. Now, just look at the arrows, how it plays along, right? I'm talking about a 2-minute chart here, right? And here, all these beautiful and very clear trends. Got a lot of noise here, which you can correct, combining with other indicators, or again, increasing it even further the parameter here. Look at this. Talking about 2 minutes time frame chart. Look at how beautiful this is, right? Talking about trading from 12:36 p.m. all the way to 2 p.m., 2 and 4 p.m., right? 2 hours. And it can even go shorter than that and do a few scalper, you know, enters and exits here between. But look at that. It works for smallest time frames. Look at this. Look at this. You know, I could go in the market here, sell here, stop here, and then short again here. You know, I could just follow the indicator blindly, not even think about it, not even think, and I'll get profit here, right? Not a lot of work. Just wanted to show you real quick before we end the video. I want to show you the parameters, right? This is the main parameter here, where you put the bars for the moving average calculation, and then this indicator here, it will, when you're live on the chart, you have to tell the indicator if you want to be advised, if you want to be warned when there's a swing on the trade, right when it happens, or you want to wait for the bar to close to get a more consistent or a more sure indication of a change in the trend, right? So, do you want to see swing alerts on the bar close? Or if true, if you want that, or false, if you want to see on the tick basis, right? Whenever it happens. But if you're using the tick basis, you know, the indicator might be showing you false entries. You know, the price is going up and down all the time, and it could show you a blue arrow, then it could show you the red arrow, you know, while the bar is still moving along and it hasn't closed yet, right? So be aware of that. You can always, guys, you can always download the indicator, a demo version, and just look at it in your demo environment. I have to go to your production, your real-time market environment right away. Just play with the indicator in your demo environment. If you like it, just go ahead and buy it, right? You can also tell the indicator to play a sound. You'll play you a ding sound, so you'll be warned that changed on the trend just happened. You can also write on the terminal log. It's pretty, if you want to look at it after all the changes that you saw. And, you know, MetaTrader allows you to download the app on your mobile phone, and you can get, you know, push notifications in your cell phone every time there's a change in the trend. And if you're an email person and you want to get an email, obviously this wouldn't work for intraday operations. So I don't want to be getting emails all the time during the day, right? If you're this work more if you are a daily trader, swing trader with long position, you know, long positions for days or for weeks, and you want to be notified whenever there's a change in the trend. By email, just go ahead and set this to true. All right. You can change the colors here. We're using blue for bullish market and red for bearish market. And this is pretty much the indicator. This is the indicator. Okay. Now, this indicator only works for MetaTrader 5. It won't see it for MetaTrader 4. I know a lot of you guys like to use MetaTrader 4. What I ask you to do is give a chance, give it a shot to MetaTrader 5. It works just as MetaTrader 4 with a couple of other good stuff that they just added in. And where you can get the indicator? Well, in the MQL website and in the community. I have my my web area there. I have my page there. I'm gonna be putting the link to my page on the video description here in YouTube, right? But you can always go there on the MQL website. You guys are looking at my page right now, right? And you'll see my products. I have a lot of indicators there, guys. I'm just showing you this one here, but you can go there and download the rest of the indicators. Just go to my page. Just look for Gekko, Gekko, right? Look for my page. Look for the indicator Gekko HiLo Activator. That's the name of the indicator. and you just go ahead and download the demo version. Now, the best thing, guys, is that this indicator will not cost you $500. It will not cost you $200. It will not cost you even $100. You know, just you're just getting good benefits just because of this video that I just showed you, and this very small and simple techniques. Guys, often when you try to combine a lot of stuff, a lot of screens, you know, you see that on the internet, a lot of all these expert trading, 6 screens, 6 monitors, and they're looks like they're looking at a lot of things at the same time. That's not how you make money. That's how you get crazy. The way you make money, you know, it's just be simple. Just use a set of 2 or 3 indicators, stuff that work for you, that you understand, things that I just explained on this chart. You use that and you do your stuff. Your risk, that along with your risk management, knowing your stop, knowing how size is a lot, how big you can play. You just do that, you'll make money, right? So let's go to the price here. This indicator, if you want to buy it forever, you want to buy it for life, it will cost you $30. I know what you're thinking. That's cheaper than a lot of lunches out there. If you go out to lunch, you're going to spend more than that in many places out there. You're buying an indicator for $30. This indicator adds a lot of value, right? You will see other HiLo indicators in the market, but this one with these parameters, with this type of visualization, and with my support, you will only get with me, right? So $30, guys, to buy an indicator. If you want to rent the indicator, it's going to cost you even less. This is not intended to be an expensive indicator, and I'm not inventing the wheel here, right? This indicator is out there when I'm showing you the things you can do with this custom version of the HiLo indicator that we from Gekko created. All right. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. I appreciate if you can put some comments. I appreciate if you can like, thumbs up, even if you don't buy the indicator. I do recommend you go at least download the demo version and play along with it, you know, and give it a shot to the indicator. You'll be amazed with the things it can do. All right, everyone who stayed here all the way to the end of the video, I want to say thank you so much for your audience, and I wish you the best luck on your trades, and keep counting on me and our company and our indicators to help you make profit out of the market. Right, guys? Don't waste your time on too complex stuff, right? Stay simple. All right, thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.